Hello out there, YouTube. For some reason, I'm just sitting here shooting a video and my camera just goes off all of a sudden and shuts down on my phone. I don't know what that's all about, but I hope that don't happen again. I don't know what caused that. But yeah, I was saying I'm gonna have to give little Zoomy over there a little more attention. She's kind of standoffish, so I don't think about focusing on her as much. When I've got Peaky and Cindy and James over here, and then Peaky and Cindy, they're more outgoing with me, like, you know, they're more apt to come up to me and interact with me when I come out each day, so I'm more prone to give them more attention, of course, which is, I guess, you know, human nature. There's the babies that's coming to me, they're going to get my attention more. Now, Pinky, don't be breaking out, baby. I hope everybody out there is doing great today. Well, my girls said give me 2 eggs yesterday, but they just got me 1 again today. And boy, they do know the difference in the porcelain and the real eggs, the chickens do. They ain't got me another egg nowhere. I don't know what's up with them. They've been laying 1 egg a day instead of 2 for the last while. I mean, I'm still spoiling them all the same. I don't know what's up with the girls. Now, look at you over here trying to break out already. No, Peaky. You can't be breaking out on Daddy. The water bowl turned over. There you go, James. You got your feet back in your hay. Or back in your straw. That ain't no good. You got plenty of water there. Pour some off the top layer and refill that later. Some of the straw out of your water, babe. Yeah. Old James the rooster seems to be getting along just fine in here. He seems to enjoy some mealworms and corn and pellets and whatever else we feed him. And I've tried to make sure the girls are extra healthy coming into the super cold season this year, which has been pretty much the entirety of the winter. Peaky, you over here trying to find you a way to escape. She's always worried about getting out and running around. I think it's a game to her. Yeah, I forgot to get the other bowl. But yeah, they're talking about these cold temps coming in, and I hate it for my girls, but there is some gaps between the ground and the tarps I have through across their little chicken pen here, chicken coop, whatever. We're thinking about maybe grabbing us a roll of plastic and just going around those bottom edges right there, and maybe that small hole back there over their little hen house. But you know, I'm not going to do anything permanent because we're going to, of course, have to just open all that right back up as soon as warm weather gets back. Chickens can be very smelly. Gotta put some more straw down for them. Because right where the coop is located in the yard, it's kind of downhill all the way from my driveway, and there's a good stretch of yard there between, and it causes all the runoff when it rains to come down in the yard right there, and that makes for a muddy situation for my chickens to be walking around in. Poor little Peaky the other day, you should have seen her. She had mud on her face and on her neck, and it was the first time I could ever recall seeing any of my chickens be muddy, and then where she was black and the mud was brown, and Oh, poor little baby. She just looked so rough. She looked like she had just been out for a week of a rough living off the land time or something. Poor little baby. My chickens usually don't look so raspy and rough, but they seem to enjoy it enough. Just life in general. Now you stay in there, Cindy girl. No, Cindy girl. Don't pull a peeky on me now. I done got Cindy getting bored with the place. Ah, there you go, girl. There you go, James. Where'd your little clear bowl go, buddy? Huh. I got James a little clear bowl in here I usually put his mealworms in, but I'm not seeing it. Well, what'd you do with it, buddy? Where'd you put it, honey? Yeah, see if I can grab this for him. Nah, y'all can't eat all of James's now. Yeah, here you go, James. There you go. I'll at least put it on that for you, old buddy. Yeah, now I gotta go get some more water in the jug. I gotta do that every couple days because a lot of times I'll just on purpose run over the water containers, kind of rinse them out as I'm giving them some water, so that way I'm able to keep them some pretty clean water in there. I got one glove on and one glove off so I can operate my phone here, and got pretty much an empty jug. So now I get to go all the way in the house. I got a spout outside, but I've got everything unhooked and have it basically winterized right now at the moment. Have it covered up there. The little brown looking thing on it. Oh, but that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna pause this while I go in and get the chicken some water, and I'll be back with you guys when I get back out of the house. Alright, got my water. Gotta go get my chickies some water, and I'm thinking, if I ain't mistaken, if I can avoid that wind, I'll be alright. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to give the hens at least some more corn today type feed. Over in the bowl, I keep that in for them. And I'm pretty sure James may still have plenty enough. Not for certain. I'll double check his. Make certain for him. Yeah, how about we don't walk in that peaky and we won't knock it over, baby. Yeah, how about that? There you go, Cindy. Okay. Now I kind of run this over. I had poured some of it out already. We'll run it over and try to keep it somewhat fresh in there for them. Now, this is a mess always. They usually don't drink out of that one, but it's there if they want. But yeah, as you can see over here, my corn type feed has gotten a mite bit low here. So for today, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill up the bowl part there. Not completely fill the back up. I just don't rightfully care to fool with that right now at the moment. Okay, we got plenty in that for James there. He's still got some up in the little silo part. Still some in the bottom, so he should be good till at least tomorrow. I may put some in it. Well, I'll have to put some in tomorrow. You'll probably have very little left by the time I get out to check about him. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm thinking Yeah, I may give them some of the pellets today. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna give them some of these and kind of see how they do with eating them. Put this scoop in there. It's pretty heavy for no more than it is. But I'm gonna see how good they do eating this, since they do have the mealworms as well. And if they don't like this as much, they will at least have the mealworms to be able to eat a sufficient amount. So I'm not causing them to go hungry in the meantime that I'm not down here. There you go, girls. Let's try y'all on that and see how you do. Okay. And I always tie up the bottom corner of that still on my door because of the fact of something dragging a couple of my, well, they were still pretty much deads out at the time. I guess they was about half-grown chickens. And something hurt. Something had hurt the babies. And I felt so bad because I was the one put them there. And one of them I never seen again, the one we called Gwen, or Quinn, yeah, it was Quinn. And then the one we called Mary, or no, Jane, that's right. Yeah, imagine that, I got the name Jane mixed up with the name Mary. Wonder where that came from. But anyway, Jane actually was injured. If you guys followed the channel then, you would have heard about all that going down. But she got to be a very spoiled chicken while she was sick, so at least we got to do that for her and keep her good and comfortable, and had her in the house with us. And yeah, I spoiled her. My wife kind of bathed her by hand and stuff, and yeah, I gave the girl as best a chance we could. We really hadn't, I've had pets my whole life, and I really had never had chickens. I'd had cats and dogs mostly, and that's pretty much it. I had a goat one time years ago as well, but I wasn't very familiar with chickens, but learned about the great product, which is antimicrobial sprays and stuff, and the significance of that. And you know, we learn something new every day. But what really got me was when everybody, whoa, wait a minute here, I just about cut my phone off. But as I was saying, I had learned the great benefits of the antimicrobial type sprays and things, and the importance of it. And it tripped me out when I learned that a really good treatment for a chicken would be feeding them eggs. And I'm like, man, I really don't want to make cannibals out of my chickens. But last ditch effort, you know, we cooked up little Janie some eggs there to give her the protein, the nourishment. That hopefully would have gotten her over her bad spell, but yeah, she was just injured too badly. Something got her pretty bad, and well, it had bit her like under her wing, I would imagine, so she couldn't fly away. And yeah, poor little girl didn't make it. I felt so bad because basically me that put them there, it all fell on my shoulders. It's my job to keep them safe, and I didn't. And well, you know, if you could tell, my conscience is kind of eat at me on that one. Poor little babies depending on me, and I let them down. But then I come back and fortified the chicken coop. Kind of have the process on my channel. To those who followed me knows some of the details to what and all I did to fortify their house. But them babies are safe in there now. There's nothing bothers them. I thank God in heaven I had the sense to sure it up the way I did and protect those girls. Keep them safe the way I should keep them safe, seeing as how they were my animals. Now today I've got an issue with my trash service. They're right now running like over a week late on picking up their trash. And it's right past Christmas, for crying out loud. When people have the most garbage around the holidays, they decide they're going to be over a week late and they still haven't picked it up. Yeah, I'm going to make a video dedicated to just my trash service if they don't get my trash picked up. I'm going to put them on blast. Don't know what happened to them, but some company bought out the other company we originally had, and so far they really suck. In a few instances, they've left us hanging a might bit too long. And this time's the worst. My uncle had to take a couple bags for him and a couple bags for myself yesterday just to have room. I was already filled up outside. My can inside had filled again and was out of room. And, you know, thankfully my uncle was going to the dump, and it's just right down the road, so he was able to take at least a couple bags for us both and make a little room for it. But, you know, when I got to take my trash out, and usually I take it to right there and put it in a can, and I got to take it all the way out there and put it in a can, yeah, that's rather inconveniencing me. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I could switch, how hard that would be to switch companies. Because they've really got on my nerves with this one. I may switch and be daggone to and not be able to change my mind on that one. But yeah, they've really screwed up our trash service here. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to come back and do a video on just that, dedicated solely to them, and put their name out there and put them on blast if they don't get my trash picked up here in the next couple of days. Well, guys, gals, I figured I'd take you along, feed the chickens again today, just to give an update, put a video on the channel. It's growing every day. Please always remember to like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, whatever you do, always have a good one.